In this video, we're actually going to do commercial lines, workers' compensation, which is quite complex. And like before, the concepts are the same. You have a lot of data to pass in as part of the policy submission. And in this case, for workers' compensation, you would have this hierarchy of jurisdictions or states. Within each state, you would have the class codes of the employees and the associated basis amounts. And as you can see here, it's very easy to model these complicated hierarchies of data. And we're about to perform this API call to actually create the policy. It's going to actually take less than a second typically. And here goes. We just run the test from the IDE. We have Policy Center running behind the scenes. Let's first look at the HTML report, and we see that the test passed, including an assertion that the final premium amount was as expected. We also do see the details of the actual individual cost transactions that happened as a result of the rating calculation, which is super useful. We can also get the actual job number, head over to Policy Center and bring up the policy, including the quote page where we see all the amounts, and if needed, we could actually cross reference and check that all these amounts are accurate. And as a reminder, this kind of HTML massaging of data that comes back from the API is super useful for your business owners or domain experts to collaborate well with the testing team or the developer team that's actually writing these tests. Okay. I'll complete this demo by showing you what a data-driven test looks like. In data-driven testing, you can actually very easily vary all the parameters that you consider important. In this case, we can see what happens when we vary the number of employees and basis amount for two different employee class codes. And do look out for how fast this test runs. We are kicking off the test now, and on the left you can see each row of that data table takes around 300 to 400 milliseconds. This is super useful. We can't stress this enough that API tests are way more faster than UI tests, and it's something for you to keep in mind when you start on your test automation strategy for Guidewire.